What's up, y'all? What is up? What is good, everybody? All right. Fresh off the court. I twisted my ankle. But I saw a video today, just now actually, a couple minutes ago. We got to talk. We got to talk. Because, guys, I've had a lot of people book calls with me before. And some were people that are even bigger than me on YouTube. And I look at all these people and I respect them. So I just want to make this very clear. I respect a lot of my counterparts. I respect a lot of people that are in a similar field as me. But one thing I do want to say is content is content, right? Like, can we just say content is content, right? We agree, right? Because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings with this video. And I also don't discredit, but I also have to engage in education, especially when it comes to reselling, right? So you know how they say free vendors, right? We have a bunch of different people out there that say they have free vendors and they give vendor lists. And I've heard from people that I'm close to talk about vendor lists and buying vendor lists and all of that, right? 99% of vendor lists are scams. Now, let me tell you why. Because with vendor lists are really good marketing ploys for companies like DHgate, AliExpress, Alibaba to have an influencer like myself actually get paid off of products. Believe it or not, I've been engaged with Temu, AliExpress, Alibaba, almost every company. Not Temu, though. Not Temu, not Amazon. But I've been engaged with them. They've asked me to create something similar where I'm getting a percentage off of products, selling it to you guys. I don't do that because I understand the integrity of my business. And I also understand the integrity of our relationship, you and I, me and the hustlers, right? I know that I tell you guys all the time, let me turn this light on. I tell you guys all the time that we must always stay true to ourselves, especially when reselling, right? So what we're going to do, today we're going to actually, and I wasn't going to do this. I don't know why this light is turning all these dang different colors now. All right, there we go. Now we got to turn this down. What we're going to do, we're going to go through this vendor list, and I'm going to show you guys exactly why I do not recommend vendor lists. And I want to make this very clear. This is no disrespect to this creator. You know, I think everybody has their ups and downs in their businesses and, you know, all that. But we got to call a spade, right? So what they do, right? What's up, bro? What's up, Purgatory? It's all good, bro. It ain't nothing different. Just hustling, bro. How are you? Hustling, trying to get to this money. You know what I mean? Living life. Just trying to consistently be in a high spirit no matter where I'm at, what I'm going through, right? That's how I'm doing. Now, when it comes to vendor list, guys, you have a bunch of people that are getting paid. And you have to understand that I'm about to put something on the screen. Okay? Let me try to do this. Nah, I can't hide it. All right, whatever. All right. I'm going to put this on the screen, okay? I found this very interesting. I had one person actually hit me up. He lives in Canada. He asked me, hey, is this a smart move? And we were talking, and I just felt like I had to bring this to you. So what we're going to do, right, is we're actually going to go through this whole vendor list, and we're actually going to look at these products. Because all of these products are from DHgate, which if this is a top sellers vendor list and this is a vendor list that is proactive and works, I'll tell you guys this. It wouldn't be from one company. Let me turn the speaker off. This is a speaker I just reviewed, guys. You definitely should check this out, man. It's a really nice speaker. But I got this review coming of this. But having a vendor list that is a list that is composed of one company should be a red flag. Why? Because it seems as if this company is paying you to promote these and you're getting a commission off of these. But I really want to go and I want to take a deep dive into exactly why or what, profits you can make from these. We're going to be going through everything from spider hoodies to electronics to Stanley cups, I guess. Everything, okay? Now, I want to make this very clear. There's nothing wrong with vendor lists if you're somebody that isn't trying to really sell. If you're just somebody that's trying to do this for like a little hobby, you got bread to spend, you don't care about scaling, cool. But I'm going to tell you something. I didn't get any of my products from vendor lists because vendor lists are accessible to everyone. If you have products that you can find on AliExpress and you're getting it for the same exact amount that the other people are, like, let's not get it confused. All the products I get, you can get from AliExpress. All the products I get, it's not special, okay? It's not special at all, right? None of it. But I get a price that other people do not get that watch me. So that's sort of kind of like my benefit, okay? Me too. You got a hold of me, bro. I'm doing. Okay. All right, Purgatory. That's what's up. So, one thing I want to say is when we do this deep dive, understand that anybody can get products from anywhere. But the point of the matter is, what are you getting the product for? Why are you selling the product? Is the product something that people are buying? All right. So we got an electric hair dryer, and I haven't looked at all these products yet. This is my first time. I didn't want to do a biased review of this. This is my first time looking at it. I just literally walked in the house, sat for a second because I twisted my ankle, and then just came live. All right. So we have an electric hair dryer. Now, when it comes to these hair dryers, let's actually go to Google. Okay, that's what I would do. I would go into Google. I would type in exactly what product I'm looking at. It's saying for one piece to the U.S. they want to charge us $129. 10 plus $108. Okay. When I go over here, right, I see on Alibaba the same exact dresser or hair dryer, for $14.90. Okay, but hold on, because maybe that's not the right price. Maybe, okay, this product is not available. Hold up. Maybe we wrong. This product is not available. Now, when we start saying products are not available, let me tell you what I would think. I would think that this product is not at high demand because I'll show you later in the video, when you look up AirPod reps, they'll be available. They just won't be AirPod reps on AliExpress and Alibaba. But when we're looking at things like this, look at this. It says $7.53 for one piece. Okay. Now let's actually try to start this order. Now the reason I say that is because I don't like falling for the okie doke. So I cannot say that this will be the ending price. I would have to actually go through a little bit of this checkout process. So it says shipping total instead of $21, $1 for one piece. I don't believe that, right? We're going to go and we're going to do, so they're just giving us, okay, there we go. I want the full price. I want to know exactly. So they're saying for 8 pieces. Okay. Oh, it's calculating. Okay. All right. So let's say we're doing 10 plus pieces, right? Because I wouldn't order anything less, right? All right. So we got to pay $99.33 for 10 pieces in shipping plus $7.53. So let's actually go to the calci. All right. We're going to go to the calculator. And when we go to the calculator, we see $7.53 times that by 10. And then we're going to add that shipping, right? Let me show y'all something. So the total cost for that would be, which is right here, but I wanted to do the math, $174.63. As you see, that means each piece is $17.46. Now, let me explain to you guys why I'm doing this math for you. Because number one, you could do this math yourself, but why do you, let's try to check out here. Why do you think that this is on someone's vendor list? Because look, I want you guys to look at one. Now, it's asking us to put in an address. We don't want to do that yet. Shipping is free. Look at how much they're talking about. I gotta pay 1,000 something, right? All right. We already see 100% that this hairdresser is a dub, right? Like it's not gonna work. The reason I say that, guys, is because vendor lists are finessing you out of your money because they're paying a creator to promote it with influence. And that is the benefit. So this dryer would not be something that you would actually make bread from. Okay, let's try to see with just one piece. How much are we paying for one piece, bro? All right, so they're right, just $129. Now the shipping is free, I'm sure, because the shipping is put in the price. But also you have to understand that when you're going to this little, when you're going here, this is an affiliate link. This is an affiliate link. This is not a link to just a regular dryer. This is a link that lets them know that you brought this product using some creator's vendor list. Okay? Why is this important? It's important because if you're somebody out there just looking to buy products, now I ain't trying to big myself up, but I do gotta actually big myself up. You feel me? Difference between WESPLY.com is, one, I don't have hair dryers because I don't just sell anything. I sell stuff that sells. Okay, I'm gonna try not to curse in this whole live. I sell things that sell, right? The hair dryer is going to cost too much for us to get. Also, we can get it right here for less than what DH Gate is saying, right? And I just want to make sure and double check real quick. Wholesale professional hair dryer, right? 1, 2, 3. I just want to see something. This seems like the same exact one. Like, and then also what you'll see is that the hair dryer on some of these sites is not available because it's not selling. And if you don't believe me, let's go to Google Trends. These are all methods you could do when you're looking at buying somebody's vendor list, or once you buy a vendor list and you are like, damn, like I'm out my bread. This is why. Now, luckily, my guy giving it away for free, which I respect, because I don't think he's trying to pressure anybody to the server's down. He's not pressuring anybody to buy, right? But, and I've already talked to him about it before when he had a call with me, and it's just something that, you know, is it's extra bread. It's what a creator does. But my problem with that is sometimes these creators will create false expectations. Now let's get away from this drying crap, okay? We already see the dryer's a dub. That's a lie. Let's get into speakers because everybody wants JBL speakers. And I really found this one interesting, okay? When I clicked on it and I saw that it's some flip speakers. Now, mind you, I have these, okay? I have these in my warehouse, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you guys exactly. I'm about to tell you 100% exactly how much I pay for this. I'm dead serious, okay? I'm not lying to you. I'm going to tell you how much I pay for it. Okay, now how much I charge people. Now I charge people different, but how much do I pay for it? I pay a total of $10 per piece for this. Okay, no cap, 100%, and that's great. But one thing I will say is when you are looking into products, you want to make sure that you are getting the products for as low as possible. But you also want to make sure the quality is reliable. Now, this is where people do not hit the hammer on the nail, especially with speakers, right? So you got something like this, and then you have something like this. Two different things. And I'm going to explain to you guys how much I got this for. 100%. Now, I'm not telling y'all anything other than what I got, okay? Now, this is a speaker that I got, right? This speaker is not JBL. This speaker is a speaker that does it's about to die because I did a whole review on it. But it's a speaker that like does a bunch of different things. It charges your phone. There's all of this other extra stuff. I want to show y'all, but I don't even know how to work. I forget how to dang work this thing. It do like sleeping noises and all this other stuff. It's really nice, right? But oh, okay, you got to hit this. It does like all of these different functions. It wakes you up. It does the little water sound. All of this, right? This speaker right here cost me $16.50. Now, this one was a test. So this one is what the distributor gave me to see. They gave me to feel it. They gave me it to basically test. I don't really buy products unless I told you I was about to die. Unless I get the opportunity to actually touch it, feel it, and actually see if it sells, right? I got that opportunity because they see I come back on a consistent basis. But this is quality. This is trash when it comes to quality. Why? Because this right here doesn't just have one speaker. Most of these speakers, most of these flips, right? Most of these have one speaker or two in the speaker. And you could tell, well, you're not going to be able to tell right now, but I'm trying to see it. It's one. I think this has two. So this one has two. Let me go full screen. One right here and one right here. Not any back here. This one has one right here and one right here, but it also has the display and everything, right? I paid $6 more for that than this. I could charge somebody $40 to $60 for that. I can probably charge somebody maybe 40, maybe 30, right? So the reason I'm saying this is because when you start looking at cost of goods and you're actually looking at, all right, I want to go ahead and buy speakers and I want to go to a vendor list, you got to actually start doing your research, because a lot of you guys are fixated on the word free vendor instead of understanding that research can actually get you to the plug. It can get you to the plug. Like that's what I did. I had to get to the plug, right? So stuff like this, $26.06 for one piece. Let's see if they have a $10 option. They should. No, they don't. Right? But what we could do, watch this. Type this in. Now, DHgate is the worst place, in my opinion, to get products. Let me tell you why. Look. Let me go to Alibaba. If I go to Alibaba, they're cheaper, bro. And we're going to go through it. Because maybe I'm wrong. Okay? Let's say we want to do the camouflage. I hate camouflage, the worst color to get. Don't ever get camouflage if you are trying to get speakers. Camouflage doesn't really sell. But anyway, all right. So I would only get 10 plus pieces right here. How much does it say for 10 plus pieces, guys? So $23. Well, let's see the cheapest. 100 pieces. Okay. So 100, we can get 100 pieces for $20.63. Okay. So, okay. Let's do that then. Which color? Okay. 100 pieces. Okay. Now, 100 pieces. Now, that's going to cost us $505.94, bruh. So, we're paying $1,194. Oh, y'all can't really see it. Let me move my thing real quick. Let me move this. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So, y'all paying $1,194 for this, okay? Let's see this. Maybe this is cheaper. Hopefully, right? Why can't I buy now? What the hell? Select the quantity. Bro, what are you talking about? I'm trying to select the quantity. Oh, okay. Can I type? Okay. 100. Oh my God. $4,000. $4,000. Are you serious? $4,000. $4,000. So, look, when you start seeing things like that, again, I'm not going to say fraudulent, but definitely really, really high priced. But you got to realize it's only high priced, guys, because they have to pay somebody because they're promoting it. Okay? Now, I want you guys to remember, this isn't me saying, now, this is 10, I'm about to give y'all the whole spiel. This right here, 1,000 billion % costs less than $10, but I get it for $10. I get this for $10. Because I was just about to get this. I lied to you not. But I didn't get it because I didn't think when I was touching it, feeling it, and he was telling me about it, I was like, I don't think this is worth $10. It looks cheap. But it was this one right here. This one, I was like, yo, this joint glow in the dark. And you know how you look at something and then when you walk up to it and then you feel it, you're like, when the customer feel it, they're not gonna really want to buy it. You know what I mean? So again, guys, you can look it up. Just look these things up and do your research. When we do our research, look at this stuff. Look. Let's see. What the heck? Why does this say flip 6? I think that this has, yeah, post black. Sometimes if it's like that, try to do, because this is a post speaker. Yep. Post black. Yeah. See, it's not going to show us. This is, okay. Okay. It won't even let me change the quantity. What the heck? Let me try this. Sometimes you gotta play around with it to see if you can find it. Okay, there we go. All right, so cool. So $9.90. I told y'all this is the price. It's like $9 something, but $10. Regardless, this is exactly the speaker. This is exactly the speaker. And it's supposed to look like the post speaker, right? But if we went and did 100, guys, we're paying $998. But when we do it right here, if we do 100, paying $3,000. Like, that's a dub. We can't do that. We can't keep trying to take shortcuts, yo. If you're gonna buy, I promise you, buying from AliExpress or Alibaba on your own is going to be way more beneficial. If you're somebody that wants to pay for shipping, I don't recommend it when you have U.S. wholesalers, but that's like sort of kind of the point. Because I had a guy, he asked me, he left a comment and said, well, why would people buy products from you when you get your products from China? Number one, I don't always get my products from China. Number two, because I'm the one paying the shipping and I distributed the shipping per product, per piece to a bunch of people to cut the cost for you. Plus you get the product faster. Plus it's easier to fulfill when it's in the States. So what I'm doing is making things easier. It's sort of kind of like asking Walmart, why do you sell milk when you could just go to a nearby farm and pay that farmer to give you milk? The difference is you're paying for convenience. And that's like the point, right? The point is to pay for convenience. Now, then when I say that, I think to myself, well, that's why people get vendor lists. But see, when you start looking at this vendor list tactic, you start realizing that the vendor list tactic is only something to supplement someone else's pockets for referring you, when in totality, you're just paying an extra tariff because, well, no, you're paying a referral fee. Let's say that you're paying a referral fee because you were too lazy to go to the plug yourself. Now, I would tell you what I would do if I was you. Let's say, all right, I find a vendor list for free. Let's say I find a vendor list for free. Okay, these are horrible pricing. This is horrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is like horrible pricing, and it's US. So, again, I'm sorry, but y'all don't ever hear me talk about AliExpress or Alibaba because I don't use them and they're like direct competitors to me, right? But horrible pricing, because now you're not going to find AliExpress or Alibaba actually putting this on their website. That's the kind of weird part, is that DHgate does. They'll literally put the AirPods there, but you're not allowed to do that. You're literally not allowed. Like, it's against the law. It's against the law to sell these online saying U.S. stock delivery for AirPod Max Pro. Like, oh, okay, AirPod, headband, headphone, accessory. Okay, so they worded it different. Okay, they're wording it like it's the case. Okay. I was about to say, they have to sell it like it's an accessory. Okay. All right, cool. So that's good. All right, that's not a red flag. I'm wrong. So Yeah, you can't sell these as blatantly. Oh, I'm not even showing y'all. You can't sell these as blatant AirPod Maxes. You can't. You have to act like they're like an accessory or something like that. And you'll typically find this like when you go to Alibaba, right? Or AliExpress. Let's go to AliExpress. Now, I don't use either one of these places. So, AirPod Max clones. So, no, they don't have clones. I do. Replicas, right? If you're somebody that really wants to buy replicas, right? These are like the type of like titles you want. You it's gonna look like this, but obviously it's the regular AirPod Max. What I would recommend is you going and talking. Don't just buy. But I wouldn't even go probably to AliExpress. I'd probably go to Alibaba and talk to somebody. But again, this is where you start winning, I would say, if you're somebody trying to. I can't really say that. Look at that delivery, bruh. June 13th. Now look at this though. $27. Right? And y'all know I gotta promote my own stuff now. I mean, we got black, we got red, we got green, and then look at this. For 12, 319, right? 319, 12 cents, divide that. And this is with tariffs included, you're saying, the little bit of tariffs they charging. So $26.59 in state. Okay? In state. All right? But yet they're charging so high. And then some of these reviews be so fake. Came in just 3 days. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? Bruh, DHgate is the biggest scam in the land. I ain't gonna lie. They be capping. They be lying. That's why I don't want to work with them. They be lying. I don't want to work with DHgate. They be lying. They do. They be capping. What else? Well, one of the things don't exist anymore. Okay. These are AirPod Gen 2 clones. Okay. Now they're talking about. Oh, these are AirPod 3. Let's just do AirPod Pro 2. The price didn't go down. Huh? Maybe. They said 10,000 in stock. All right. Let's do 10. Okay. This is more like it. I mean, it's still bad, but they're saying the total that you would pay is $238.50. $238.50. Divide that by 10. Damn. That's $23.85. How much do I charge? Hold on. I'll be looking at things like this because, again, I'll be trying to make sure I'm staying ahead of the curve. I charge $168. I don't look at these websites though. 14, okay. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I don't see one product on this vendor list that is worth buying. So that leads me to think to myself, who buys this? Who buys this stuff? Like, who would actually go ahead and buy this? Who would actually do it? And then it's like, when you go ahead and you go to google.com, vendor list, and you look at vendor list, bruh, it's so many people that are acting like they're promoting vendor lists. If I go on YouTube, I'm sure that I can find people that are really acting like they're selling vendor lists.
You want to start reselling but you don't know where to find a vendor? I turned this $20 bill to this cologne and then I spawned this. all from spending $20 for this product. If you want to get started, make sure you hit the link in my bio or DM me.
Click on it in his bio.
You want to start reselling, but you don't know. You want to start reselling, but you don't.
How do I click the link in the bio though? How do I do that? Huh? Y'all know how to do it? There is no link in the bio.
You want to start reselling, but you.
I don't know this person, just to let y'all know. There gotta be a link in the bio. I'm tripping. All right, look. Now, and I really want to explain something too. A lot of us, right, are so desperate to try and sell what people are acting like they're selling and making money that we don't use our own logic. I'm gonna tell you something. And my students can contest to this. I'm not going to blast them out though. I'm not going to do that. But I have about 4 to 6 students that told me they bought spider hoodies and they still are trying to sell them. They're still trying to sell them. Why? Because guys, they don't sell. They don't sell. Spider hoodies don't sell. Give it up. And when they do sell, it is very, very, it's sporadic. Give it up. Stop trying to sell the same thing that people are trying to act like they're selling. I want you guys to use your brain instead of just looking at what other people are saying. Let me explain to you why hoodies don't sell. Let me explain to you why these are not selling. These spider hoodies are not selling because there's too many variables, too many variances. The products with a bunch of variances have trouble selling, and obviously when you start getting into the winter, it's going to slow down. The summer is going to slow down even more. These are horrible replicas right here, because you can see the crease right here. Y'all don't see that? Bruh. And that's what I'm talking about. Are you I said I wasn't gonna curse on this live. Damn. Are you serious? Nah, we gotta zoom in, because y'all don't understand what Are you serious? And this is no disrespect to the creator. I mean, I guess, but are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Like, y'all think this is good reps? This looks real. Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. Alright. Yeah, okay. I brought the all vendors bundle with no real expectations, but it completely blew me away. The variety of vendors included is amazing, and each one has been reliable. Can I ask y'all a question? Why can't I go here? I'm confused. Can somebody make this make sense? Like, why can't I find it myself? Can somebody make this make sense? You know, again, we got to use our brains. Okay? And that's sort of kind of why I'm proud of myself, because while, yes, every product for me isn't a win. Every product for me isn't always the top tier quality. But I will say that I'm actually selling products, not selling links. No disrespect to this person, but the reason I'm saying that is because I have a responsibility. And the responsibility I have is to make sure that I am always providing the value, right? Look at this crap. Now, this is going too far. This is going too far. I want to see the reviews. This is going too far. This is going way too far. Selling a vendor list for Samsungs is absolutely astronomically diabolical. Are you kidding me? Let me ask y'all right now. Who the hell are you selling fake S4 devices to? I just want to know who out there is going to buy this. Can you please tell me? I want a video. I need a video. They got to have some videos, right? They got to have a video. They don't have no bad reviews. They got 1 star. Let's see. But they got a lot of good reviews. Many people buy this mobile phone. I choose this shop to place an order. Complete function, good. This price. Like, are you serious? No. I want to know what this. Hold on. Clone Galaxy S4 Ultra. Who would buy that? Like, where would you sell it at? Now, I want to make this clear. The outside of the phone isn't hard to replicate because it's just a casing. You get a nice 3D printer, you're good. But it's not like... Are we trying to like scam people now? Like, y'all... Somebody help me? Now, I will say it will be easy to create a clone for Galaxy and Samsung because you can easily put the software on devices, but not the full function. But you could tell this one is the clone because of the screen. Wow. All right. So, yeah, do not buy these. I would not buy. I wouldn't buy. Oh my god. Can I ask y'all, like, whenever you're watching this video, if you're watching it now, I know I'm only streaming on one channel right now, and that's Hustler Taught Me. I mean, who is buying a clone XR? Who? All right. People want $50, $105, some even want $350. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Let's just skip this one. This don't even make sense. This don't even make sense. Like, bruh, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This vendor list sucks. It's simple. The person that sent it to me, my guy, the vendor list sucks. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's just horrible. It's horrible. It's low quality. And unfortunately, the way this works and the way the game works is if you get a product that a lot of people search up, make a YouTube video about it, or make a YouTube video about free vendors, and you include spider hoodies and cologne, people are just going to click and people will try to replicate what you say works. You know, I talked to one guy, not this gentleman, but I talked to one guy, and I lie to you not, this is 100% true. People book calls with me that are bigger than me, and then they ask me where I get my products from. And then when I tell them, yo, bro, and I'll be really 100 with y'all. It was one time when I said to the guy, I was like, yo, bro, put me in your vendor list. I said, yo, put me in your vendor list, bro. He was like, I can't put you on the vendor list. Yeah, I know you can't, because you know that I'm not going to create no fluff, and the value that I provide with me actually having a YouTube channel as well. See, here's the difference. DHgate isn't a person, right? They're not tangible. Like, you can't touch them. People could touch me. So what they tend to do, I'm talking about resellers that want to know where I get my products from. They want to know where I get my products from so that they can actually replicate, I think, or in my opinion. But they don't want to put me on a vendor list, because if they put me on a vendor list, they think that they're going to lose their customer base, which I don't think is actually true. I don't. I think that regardless, you're going to keep your customer base if you have a good customer base, right? Like, and also, you know, you're going to be praised because you are providing products that can actually be sold. Like, let's be real. Like, 100% sold. Like, these are tangible. This isn't a link. But, you know, that's my gripe with a bunch of resellers, is that people be just lying, bruh. They be lying, and they it's all about, yo, if I can get people to click this link and buy, I get a certain percentage. You know, I make my bread and I'm done. I had a guy that told me I don't even use or try the products. I just make the videos. Like, are you kidding? And you got a real creator like me, and I'm being honest with y'all. Like, you got a real creator like me that's actually touching the product, actually using the product, loving the product. Bro, I don't have my gym bag down right here, but I have my blue pair of Maxes in the gym bag from when I work out, when I'm playing ball. Like, bro, right here, like, I'm not lying to y'all. Right here is my charger. Bro, this is the chargers we sell. Bro, I use my stuff. I know if this stuff works. I care about what I put out there. But not a lot of people do. Not a lot of people actually care. Not a lot of people actually care if you make bread. Not a lot of people actually care if you make money. Not a lot of people actually feel responsible if you lose your bread. Not a lot of people actually put their all into it, bro. I am using. Look, I'm not lying to you. I'm using, okay, the charger that I sell, bruh. Right here, when I am out on a field, I'm using the product, one of them at, that I sell. Dead serious. Like, people are not using these products that they sell to you in vendor lists, and you're sitting there, bruh. I can't show it to you, but when I'm on live on TikTok, I have one of these right in front of me. Bruh, I use what I sell because what I sell sells to others, and I gotta make sure that when my hustlers use it, that they are able to get that positive feedback and able to build and grow. The speaker's back right here. Like, everything that I put out there, I actually use. And it's a sad reality that a lot of people don't realize. The reason you're not successful in the reselling business isn't because reselling ain't for you. It actually is because you're not doing your due diligence and doing the research on your own, and you just are instead infatuated with the YouTubers that you're watching that are just trying to get clicks and views so they can make more bread. But you're not really tapped into the fact that in order to become a successful reseller, you're going to have to actually touch the product, feel the product. You know, a lot of people are fixated with drop shipping. Drop shipping, like, in a perfect world, would work fantastic. But you got people out here that don't really drop ship saying they drop ship. And I just had a call with a guy. This guy, he got a good amount of money saved. He got some bread. And he was like, yeah, I tried drop shipping with this big YouTuber. And then he was like, when I was drop shipping with him, I saw his videos and everything, and I thought that, what he was saying was unique. So I tried it. And then he said when he tried it, that he made no money. He just ended up spending bread. Hello, what's up? What's up? I'm gonna call you K because I can't pronounce that, and I don't want to pronounce it wrong and make you mad and how you beat me up. But how are you? Hope you're having a good night. But he was like, yeah, I spent my bread, and he's like, I just got laid off, and I'm trying to just live and maintain. But I told him, like, I'm gonna tell you guys, I got you, bro. It's really not funny when you spend bread and you don't get your return, and it's your fault. And like I told him, like, yeah, that's your fault, but you had to learn that lesson. Because a lot of us, we want to buy products fast, but we don't want to actually, nice to meet you, we don't want to actually feel how hard it is to put that work in to get it. Every connection I got, you guys can get. You just got to work 10 times harder to get it. I had one guy who got upset with me, and he was like, yeah, I know where you get your products. I'll never forget this. He was like, yeah, I know where you get your products. You get your products from da-da-da-da, right? And it was through email. He like, I used to live in this state, in that state, and I know that some of your products you get from here, and then you get this from here. And I'm like, part of me wanted to just defend myself, but then I realized, no, it's no reason to defend yourself. And also, some people will always try to jump to conclusions, but I make my own products. I hear that. I like that. What type of products you make? Some people will jump to conclusions because they don't have answers. See, and one of the places he said I get my products from, I actually don't. But I have. And that was when I first started my first store, and it was jipping me out of my bread. So like when he said it, it just shows, oh, he was trying to just do his research. And it's just interesting. Because what made me, I didn't say this to him, but it made me think, like, why are you buying products from me then? And the reason is because the products that you're talking about from that certain place cost more than the products that I actually sell, bro. So it's like, I just want you guys to succeed, bro. And I just really want you guys to just inspect what you expect and not just jump the gun all the time and try to just get the easy stuff, y'all. Because fast money don't last, and people will not show you respect, bro, until you lock in, do the work you need to do, and stop depending on vendor lists like this. Like, this is trash. DHgate is one of the worst places you can ever go for products. DHgate is absolutely garbage. Okay? Their products are way too high. They did not figure out how to supplement for tariffs. They also don't know how to cater to the US. Okay? They're paying and asking to pay asking to pay influencers. And I lied to you not, bro. It's a whole bunch of people that hit me up on my email all the time, and they be like, hey, we would like to partner with you. We are a drop shipping service. We're this, we're that. Now, I'm sure a bunch of creators get these emails, and I'm sure a bunch of the creators are thankful for these type of emails. I'm not. The reason I'm not is not because I'm too good. It's not because I'm too smart. It's not because I'm I'm bigger than the program. It's because I understand the difference between staying in my lane and loving what I have, my small business. And oh, I had a timer on it. Oh, I'm like, what the heck? What is going on with the lights? But yeah, the email should be on my YouTube, or go to my Instagram, HustlerTaughtMe, and there's DM me. It's literally HustlerTaughtMe, all one word. But guys, there's so much opportunity out here, but a lot of people are missing it. And I don't know what I was saying, but I will say that because it's late as hell. But I will say this: at the end of the day, stop trying to get bread fast. Yeah, you threw me off track. Nah, it's okay. Stop trying to get money fast and take your time, bro. Take your time, because sometimes what I find is failure actually takes you to the place you're supposed to be. Like right now, nothing is going right for me. Like nothing. And some days I'm frustrated, but I start to realize that, like, no matter what's going wrong, and I'm talking business, there's a bunch of business things going wrong for me, like a lot, and it's overwhelming. You don't get no you don't get no pat on the back or support all the time, and sometimes people don't even see it, right? People don't see the frustration, or you know what I mean, because everybody has something going on. So you're not special, and like you have to live understanding like you're not special. And it's crazy because we're told by people we're special and we're unique. We are unique and we are special, but not special in the way that we think. Like, we are special and unique, and we are different, have different insights. Great. But when it comes to real life and it comes to real results and work and execution, we are all the same. We all start at the same starting line, and we all finish differently. And we all got bad days and good days. We all got problems. We all got success. But you just gotta always stay even. Never get too high, never get too low. When stuff not working, like stuff ain't working for me. When I say stuff ain't working for me, I mean stuff is not working for me. When I say stuff is not working, I'm literally saying nothing is working for me right now. And it is frustrating, but I stay very even. I don't, because I just like I act, like when I get wins, I act the same as I do when I get losses. You're not gonna tell when I get a win or when I'm having a great consecutive successful generating month with my stores or online, or when I'm getting good money on eBay. Like, you're not gonna be able to tell, because I celebrate everything the same. I celebrate it for a few seconds and then I'm back on the grind. And you know, sometimes it's hard, bro. It's hard, but what I see is a lot of people try to supplement the fact that they feel like they're failing with instant gratification, watching YouTubers like myself that tell you we got free vendor links and all this bull crap, when really all I want is for you to buy the products that are overpriced so I can get paid. Like, it's corny, bro. I'm keeping a stack with you. It's not thorough. It's just not. You know what I mean? It's not thorough. Now, it is business. It is business. But I think my job, in the way that I created this platform, is for me to actually be honest with you and tell you good business from bad business. And these vendor links, bro, I'm not gonna lie, they're bad. They're bad. And then you got the little drop shipping crap. Like, all of the drop shipping stuff is fraudulent as well. Like, there's not many. And even if you are in my Discord, and by the way, make sure you go to my Instagram, click my link in my bio. I have free invites to the community, so you can get to the community for free. But anyway, there's a lot of just people lying. I don't know. It's crazy, but I watch a guy every day, and I do this stuff because I like watching people lie. It gives me motivation, and it also shows me that I can do it. Not lie, but I can do it. Like, I can. If this person's lying and they got all of these people believing them and trying. It's like, well, when those people fail, I hope I can be the one to sit there and be like, yo, bro, listen, this is the way you actually do it, bro. Like, no, don't buy the vendor list. Just go to, if you don't want to go to wesply.com, you know what I mean? If you don't want to go to my website, you know what I mean? Let's put my website on there. Forget DHgate, that fraudulent ass website. But if you don't want to go to my website, go to AliExpress. Go to Alibaba. Do not go to DHgate. Do not go to Temu. Stick with the OGs. Now, I used Alibaba back in the day. Like, I used them to get AirPod cases, to get phone cases, to get... that's about all. Not speakers. Yeah. To get those things. And, you know, I mean, they all came pretty late and didn't serve the purpose. But regardless, they came. You know what I mean? I almost ordered phones that were clones back in the day. And then I thought to myself, who the hell am I going to sell these to? Why would I sell these in my store? Or why would I sell them in general? It's going to hurt my reputation and brand. Same thing with spider hoodies or fake cologne. Like, you sell fake cologne, that's actually something you could sell, but stop lying. Let them know that it's fake. The problem is a lot of us, again, we want to try and seem legitimate when we're not. A lot of us, we want to try and make bread when we're not in a position to actually maintain the stuff that comes with it. I had a lady, because I was at the flea market last Sunday. She came and returned the AirPods because they weren't charged. And you know, I had a bunch of sales for AirPod clones, not AirPod reps. So I had a bunch of sales for these. True story. True story. A bunch of sales for these, right? Now, the difference between these and the reps, and the reps, is that these don't have any Apple logo, right? So people were asking me, wait, what are these? Are these the AirPods? Right? So I'm like, no, they're not. These are actually clones. And what actually made me want to get headphones that don't have any Apple logo is I actually got fined in my store for having fake reps. That taught me a valuable lesson about copywriting and all that, right? But I started to learn that the reps, one, they cost me chargebacks. Two, Shopify started taking bread from my bank account. 3, I had a bunch of students that were actually getting their eBay's banned because they were listing them wrong. So I started to look for clones, and these were it. These look exactly and act exact like these aren't light, these are heavy. These act just like the regular headphones. The point I'm bringing up is that I had to search, I had to test, and I pray that they keep selling these clones to me, and I make good money. I make good money selling clones, and people that buy the clones and resell them make good money. So, and I'll leave with this because I got a comment this today, and the guy said resellers trying to sell to resellers. It was on TikTok, and I was talking about a product box. Maybe I could bring it up. TikTok. So my TikTok is HustlerTaughtMe. Okay. So it's right here. No. I got to talk about these 30-piece product boxes. So if you don't know already, we sell 30-piece product boxes full of wholesale trending products for you guys to sell on eBay, Amazon, Mercari, OfferUp. We know exactly what's selling and what's not. We put what's selling in the boxes. We ship you guys the boxes to phone stores, cell phone stores, small businesses, appliance shops, convenience stores, corner stores. They cost $250 for 30 and also $320 for 50. You guys can make money work for you. Click the link in the bio, go to wesply.com and start getting your box. Let's get it. I gotta talk. All right, so I put that up, right? And then there was just one comment. We sell 30-piece and this guy says, resellers reselling to wannabe resellers. This was a very interesting comment to me because it made me think of one, his name is Clowntown, but it made me think of like how easy people can disrespect you as a reseller because they don't have the balls to do it. But also, a lot of people have been coming at me asking me like, yo, why are you reselling something when you could just sell it? And then I think about it and I'm like, well, at first I get a little upset because I'm thinking to myself, who the hell are you? But then I start thinking to myself too, ignorance does exist, and some people don't know or understand, but somebody has to be a change, right? That's like when they started to build a plane or an electric car, when they thought of a hairdryer, or when they thought of the electric scooter, when they thought of fidgets and hoverboards. I'm sure somebody thought to themselves, why the heck are you trying to do that? And I don't think I'm reinventing anything, but I do think that as a YouTuber and somebody that creates content, the way I go about my business is a bit different, and it's unique to some. To some it's regular, but I'm not a reseller at all. Don't claim to be a reseller. I am somebody that is a distributor. But I think when you see a face and you see their personal life or their ups and downs, you start to disengage a little bit and devalue them. Just like you being with your girlfriend for so long, or you being with your brother and y'all always together, they're going to devalue you because they don't know your worth after a while because they're so close to you and they've always been around you. It's evident, right? It's psychology. If you're around your family or your brother or whoever for a long time, when they first get around you, they start valuing you a different way than they would if they were around you for a long, long time. And it sucks, but it's true. And it's sort of kind of the same with business. Like, people will discredit you the more you put out sometimes because they feel like they know you, and they also feel like what you do isn't that special because you're doing it. And if you're doing it and Walmart isn't, or Amazon is it, then you can't possibly be doing anything good. It gotta be something that's bad. And that's not true. And like, drop shipping is a really good example, right? Like, people look at drop shipping and glorify it because they think that it's so easy. And they look at people putting up results and saying that they're doing this and that and driving this car and that car. And they start creating a dream in their head. And that dream in their head is good. It's all good until you start drop shipping. Then when you start drop shipping, you start building a store, and as you pay for that course or whatever, that community, you get in there, you start doing everything you need to do that they say, and you start devaluing it because you start realizing that it wasn't what you wanted or what you thought all along. And it's the same thing with reselling, but the only difference is that reselling, you might buy some products and they might not sell at all. Okay, you might be struggling to sell them. But the beautiful thing about reselling that I try to point out to you guys is that with reselling, when you're struggling to sell them and they're not selling, the show don't stop. Because they still will sell to somebody somewhere, someplace. You just got to put the product in front of the right person. And see, that's the benefit of reselling. But when you're drop shipping, there is no products to put in front of anyone. There's only a hope and a dream, and hoping that a platform and marketing can get you your sales. And also hoping that the warehouse does it efficiently. You're depending on somebody else instead of depending on yourself. It's a difference. So guys, I'm going to get off. It's 12. But I really appreciate you guys that stayed up with me and watched this with me and went over the vendor list with me. I hope you guys learned some a little bit, and I hope you guys take something from this, man, and follow me on TikTok too. You know what I mean? Follow me. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers. You know what I mean? Follow your boy. You know what I mean? Follow me. I'm getting the hang of it, little TikTok thing. Look at this. What's up, y'all? I don't know who.
All right, stop right there. You want to motivate everyone, but no one knows exactly who you really are, do they?
All right, guys. Hi, my name is Brandon. There I am. Before I got the stores, before I got the warehouse access, and before I started phone flipping with major buyers all over the world, I was broke. My mom wanted me to go to college. I didn't want to go to college. I took a few jobs getting paid under the table. Then I said, I'm betting on myself.
All right, Brandon, this is TikTok. We don't have all day.
You stopped me at the most embarrassing picture, really. I take my own money, buy products, start selling out of my trunk, schools, or wherever I can find. Then I get my own store. Fail miserably. Get my own store again. Fell again and again. And
Faster, Brandon.
I'm getting to the good part. And then this happened.
Good morning, son.
At this point, I couldn't stop. Got more stores, more access to warehouses, started posting on YouTube, and created my own wholesale website for resellers. People buy products from me and then resell them online for profits. I take pride in teaching people how to make money work for them, just like I did.
Was that fast enough?
Yes.
What's up, y'all? I don't know who.
All right.
So, like, I'm working. I'm working on my creativity, y'all. So definitely, tap in with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna check out your products. Just DM me. I love y'all, man. I will be live tomorrow as well, and I hope that you guys continue to make money work for you, man. And I also hope you guys don't fall for the BS, man. No disrespect to that creator or any creator that sells vendor lists, but you guys are frauds. At the end of the day, you are creating videos just to make bread, selling things you don't own. And I think that is a cop-out. I think, and I know I said no disrespect, but I really mean it, no disrespect. I'm just being honest. It's a cop-out, bruh. Like, selling something that you don't ever touch or that you don't ever use to people that trust you in your platform and are not even trying to, like, source them or make a deal with DHgate. Before I leave, there's a story that Kanye West, while he's going through his crazy stage, he was asked to do a tour. And then he was asked to do a tour from a guy. The guy asked him, Kanye said, okay, if I'm going to do the tour, I want to own it. How much is it to buy the company? The guy said, well, the company's not for sale, Kanye. And then Kanye West said, okay, well, if the company's not for sale, then I just want a part of it. Like, give me a split. And they didn't want to do that either. And he just didn't do it. That is the definition, in my opinion, of a true entrepreneur, genius, and somebody that has integrity. I think business with no integrity lacks substance and also execution. I think that, while I don't get the views that I want yet, and I don't have the reach that I want yet, I believe that it's going to come. And I believe when it comes, that's when, things will blow up even more. But I'm very content, and I won't say happy, because I'm not happy with where I am, like, at all. But I'm very happy that even though I'm not happy where I am, I'm not making Amazon FBA videos knowing that it doesn't really make money. I'm not making Temu shopping hauls. I'm not making DHgate shopping hauls and all this BS that I could be literally doing for views, literally. I'm not doing that. I'm not taking my bread and buying something from a competitor when I have built my own website and I've built my own company. I will stay true to my company because I really do believe that the integrity of my business is only valuable if I have integrity. And that is the reason why I sell products, and I'll never stop selling products of my own. Before I go and sell products for a guy I never met, for a company I've never seen do anything for me, just because they're going to tell me they're going to give me a percentage split, I will stop reselling in totality. I'm not selling anything for anybody, okay? I'm going to sell what I want. Now, I don't do any marketing, paid marketing yet when it comes to my company, because there's a bunch of other things that I need to do first. But I don't really do too much paid marketing, which is hurting me, right? But the point of the matter is, I still got things that, I got to do better. And that's one of them. But one thing I will say is that my integrity, my business ownership is way more important than selling out just to get some splits, bro. Dead serious, bro. How the hell would I go? You think that I'm going to go ahead and I know I said I'm about to leave, and I am, but AliExpress is going to tell me, hey, we want to give you a percentage split. Just promote this to your audience. So I promote it to my audience. My audience buys it. I become a marketer for that company. I don't do affiliate marketing yet, because if I'm gonna do affiliate marketing, I don't want it to be done how people are doing DHgate and AliExpress. I want it to be done where I have people that actually are going to try the products and use them. But anyway, that's sort of kind of why I haven't, and that's a really good question, because I do need to start. I do need to start doing affiliate marketing. That is true. Everything won't be perfect. You know what I mean? You just got to go out and do it. So that's smart. You're right. But they are using us as marketers because they can't market the way we do. They don't have a face. So they ask us to be the face. And people sell out for it. And that's okay. But don't be the ones to fall for it. I love y'all, man. No matter what, we're going to keep hustling and grinding. We're going to stick to our real income streams as far as making sure we're building brick by brick and habit by habit. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.